Hello everyone. Today you'll realize that you can't trust your eyes. They'll definitely deceive you more than once. Disappearing sculptures of people, a paper dragon that turns its head watching your every move, and balls that roll uphill. Prepare to get your mind blown in an attempt to see through these optical illusions. Let's get it on. It's some kind of chaos. A bunch of points, the location of which doesn't make any sense. In this art form, the author's idea unravels only if you look at the creation from a certain angle. By the way, not only points are used for this. Here, for example, you can see the figure of an athlete made from a variety of hanging golden boots. Or number 24 of the basketball player Kobe Bryant, who died in a helicopter crash, created from pictures of him on the field. Now to a little exercise for the brain. Can you guess how many seeds in this video are fake? Let's go. You were definitely not expecting the top one to be fake, were you? Well, you can definitely handle this one. We'll give you a couple of seconds. Don't tell us you thought these pencils were painted. Okay, one last try. Think hard. Don't be upset though if you didn't guess right again. It was difficult. This genius even painted his own reflection in the ball. Do you think there's a commercial you'd want to watch countless times? To be honest, it's hard to imagine this, but Honda managed to create such a commercial. It features so many optical illusions that even if you watch it 5 times in a row, you'll hardly realize how they work. Just take our word for it. You'll definitely be surprised by how this video ends. At first, everything seemed to be pretty straightforward, just painting a mouth on a hand. Then, brown spots are added, similar to the color of a giraffe. Then the girl paints the same ornament on her face, and it becomes an illusion that may well haunt you in your sleep. Take a good look at this video. What do you see here? It'd seem that this is an ordinary chair, but then a guy comes up to it and the chair turns out to be not as simple as it looked. The French artist Benoit Convert creates these unusual illusions. Seems like he really knows how to confuse the human brain. Wow, looks like this car stood abandoned somewhere in the depot for a very long time, since it was so colourfully painted with graffiti. But wait a minute. Actually, this isn't a train at all, but a small house, which the experienced street artist turned into a first-class optical illusion. Seems like you only need to poke something sharp into these balloons once, and they'll immediately lose their shape. But that's a deception again. 3D graffiti professionals can create all sorts of tricks. This masterpiece of computer graphics conveys the feeling of eating sour candies quite well. This video could be broadcast on TV to promote regular toothbrushing. These amazing sculptures are made using many thin steel plates connected to each other. When viewed at just the right angle, the object appears to be translucent, but as the position of the viewer changes, so does the sculpture. Come on, it's simply impossible to believe that these glasses aren't real. But if you look at how they were created, then it will be a little easier to convince you. The key is to cut out the pieces of paper at the end, and then you'll definitely be able to deceive the viewers. Another flawless optical illusion. Check out how it was created. Seems that everything's ridiculously simple, but we bet that you'll not be able to repeat it. You just want to take a bite off this watermelon. The secret is in the perfect mastery of chiaroscuro and perspective, and of course in that tricky paper cutting. To create the most spectacular optical illusions, you need to be a mathematician. Japanese Kokichi Sugihara proves this. Look at the chair he made, which in fact is not a chair at all, but some kind of alien piece of furniture with weird legs, or an object with a square profile which looks like a cylinder in the mirror, and vice versa. Do you think this is just another boring watch commercial? Well, not quite. Your brain has been deceived again. This is a gigantic installation of many layers, which doesn't look the same from the side and the front. Each part of the art object was hung from the ceiling in a certain order, and this is how this work of art was born. An artist named John Muntean is inspired by the hard sciences to create incredible sculptures. This one, for example, combines portraits of all 4 members of the Beatles. It's scary to imagine how many complex mathematical calculations are behind such masterpieces. If you apply your strategic thinking properly, any mess can be turned into a real painting. Next time, tell this to everyone around who complains about your messy room. As you desperately try to figure out how they did that, your eyes miss the most important clue. Can you guess what it is? Yep, here it is. The line connecting 2 pictures. But that's not all. The guy who created these photo collages also makes cool videos combined with each other in unexpected ways. A car driving out of frame becomes a firework. A real firestorm comes out of a saucepan. Ingredients for a cocktail are mixed in a concrete mixer, and party blowers jump out of a champagne bottle. This guy must be living in the gym, because wait, something's wrong here. What are those white stripes on the sides? Of course. They just painted abs on the dude's beer belly. Turns out that his daughter, a makeup artist, tried to give her father a dream body for a couple of hours. Here's a great idea for a simple illusion you can make with your own hands. You call your friends, buy a can of Pringles, ask the guys to move to the right distance, and the viral TikTok video is ready. Do you think this thing is caved inward? Not quite. What you see is a pyramid that simply deceives your brain, but as soon as it understands how the trick works, you'll no longer be able to unsee the pyramid. Is that a 3D space modeled on a computer? Nope, just a hallway in an ordinary hotel. Apparently, this hotel was created only for people who don't drink. When you see how these guys practice capoeira on this carpet, your head starts spinning. Apparently, their vestibular system is in perfect shape. An effective way to prevent oneself from night eating is to place a water barrier between the bedroom and the kitchen. You also thought that it was real at first, didn't you? You see more than 30 glowing geometric shapes in front of you. Do you see any kind of logic in their arrangement? Yeah, it seems like it's random. But as soon as the viewer looks at the installation from a certain viewpoint, the details are assembled into letters, and the letters form the big word light. But that's not all. If we look at them from the other side, we'll see the word dark, this time without illumination. No, your eyes are not deceiving you this time. A polar bear really just walked across the ceiling. This interactive ceiling is located in the Chinese town of Guiyang. There you can see wild nature, huge predators, and the inhabitants of the underwater world. Seems like it all is just about to fall right on the head of passers-by. Wait, this is against all the laws of gravity. How balls roll uphill unless they're pushed? Well, it's very simple. There is no slope here, it's just an illusion. Some of you might now be thinking of Deidara from Naruto. Well, the secret behind this illusion is in the great makeup, of course. By the way, you can do a similar thing with the eye. Do you think this thing is really 3D? Once again, a mind-blowing illusion. The rotating disc is completely flat. It's just that when we rotate it, we perceive the geometric pattern in 3D. Well, it's not really infinite. There's just a mirror on the ceiling, so it looks like the staircase is twice as large. Did you see through this illusion? Seems like this guy's watching you. Wherever you go, it always turns its head towards you. Meet the Gardner Dragon, one of the world's most popular optical illusions. By the way, you can even make one at home. There are many free cutouts on the internet. All you need to do is cut and fold the picture according to the instructions, and the creepy beast is ready. A life hack as well. Place the dragon over a light source. It'll look even more effective.
Hey, stop being lazy. It's time to use that brain of yours. Welcome to Brain Time. Incredible facts from the past, the present, and even the future. The power of nature and wild animals, amazing facts and unsolved mysteries. You'll find all this and much more here. Subscribe now, you won't regret it.